I'm Rodney Razor, 2014 BodySpace Spokesman winner. I am an IFBB Pro men's physique competitor, a gym manager, and a personal trainer. I always played sports growing up. I grew up, running, racing, no shoes on in the streets with friends, and I played basketball and football, and all through high school I played basketball and football and ran track, and so I got a real athletic background. Well, when I was young, I was real slim and skinny, lightweight, blowing the wind type guy, and for a while I thought I could never put on pounds. I was also, thinking that, working out, eating, and I wasn't gaining anything. I was that one that was complaining in the gym, like, man, I can't put on no pounds. And I wasn't consistent in working out. I admit that. I wasn't consistent. I would work out, not starve. But what was consistent is I ate a lot of food all the time. So, that just went back and forth, and eventually I went from finally breaking 200 to I couldn't stop gaining weight. So, working out in local gyms, where I live, and a buddy of mine was a trainer there, told me I should look into being a trainer. I was like, trainer, I don't know, I enjoy working out sometimes, but I don't obviously live the lifestyle. I leave here and eat burgers, man. Come on, how can I be a trainer? They're like, dude, just get certified as a trainer. Just try it. So I took his word on it and looked at some certifications, became a trainer. And even in the first couple of years of being a trainer, I still did the same stuff. I trained, had clients, things like that, and kind of do as I say, not as I do type thing. And it's at a point where I woke up and I realized that I wanted to change my life, and it was because I had ran across men's physique, which is IFBB NPC category. So I feel so much better. Obviously, I look great. When you look great and feel great, it shines. People see that. It's contagious. It's the difference between cockiness and being confident, and I feel like you naturally show confidence and positivity when you feel good about yourself. I'm a slow rep, lightweight kind of trainer. I used to lift heavy and it's straining some of my joints, and I preach that concept. If you can go heavy, that's fine. But new clients coming into the gym that don't know a lot about weight training and things like that, we're into 4-count downs, exploding up, controlled movements, 30-second breaks in between. I believe in the cardio in disguise type theory. That's what I call it. Is that if you're working at a high intensity, you're getting your cardio in. Cardio is getting your heart rate up, whether it's you running or whether you're weight training and your heart rate's still up. That's still cardio. Monday, I just started a new program, so I'm on reflectives now. So I do chest and back. My Tuesday is legs and shoulders. Wednesday are arms. And then Thursday, I'll go back into my chest and back again. And then I always throw in calves, traps, abs, kind of just whenever. I always mix in HIIT. So that's kind of just all the time after a workout. So I do cardio every day pretty much, and I play basketball 3 or 4 times a week. And so, I'm not your distance runner. I'm not your 12-mile guy, I'm a sprinter, and I'm a basketball player, and then I'm a football player. Those are spurt exercises where you boom, and then you stop. So you boom, so that's how I tailor my training, I'll get done with a nice workout. I finish it off with 25 burpees, 30-second break. 1 minute jumping jacks, 30-second break. And I'm intense. If you see me on a treadmill, I'm doing sprint drills. So in a short amount of time, I feel like I get the same workout, if not, to me, more intense than you would just running 12 miles on a treadmill. I switch it up, always keeping it fresh. You want results? I'm a firm believer it doesn't matter what you choose to do in the gym. People come to me all the time, man, do you believe only in free weights or do you only believe in cables? I'm like, hey man, believe in whatever you believe, do everything. And even if I did an 8 to 12 rep, next time I might do a 15 to 20. Or if I do incline dumbbell first, that might be third next time. You keep that theory always fresh, switching the order, switching the rep count, things like that. That's how you get results. People think I do abs all the time. I don't. I probably do abs a couple times a week, but it's proof, and I love it because when people talk to me about that, that's a great transition to start talking about nutrition, because abs don't come from the gym. They don't. They come from what you eat. You want to look great and look good and get results in the gym, and you want those to shine and reflect on your body. It starts with nutrition. I eat small meals. I actually post that in my gym. That's my #1 concept, spreading them out. Anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. You should never be eating to a point where you're stuffed. A carb cycle. So I do like a 3-1 theory. I do 3 low carb days, which is, I'm usually under like 50-ish range in carbs, but I'm getting more broccolis, asparagus, green beans, more of the green source carbs in, and I replace the higher carb with higher good fats, like almonds, pecans, walnuts, things like that. And I'll flip it on that 4th day. I'm incorporating more carbs, sweet potatoes, brown rice, throw some oatmeal in, and I'm lowering my good fats. So if you look at the calorie intake, it's about even. Drink lots of water. Help regulate the sodium, potassium intake in your body. If you're gonna have a cheat meal, conservative, once a week. Use it as a treat to yourself. You celebrate the greatness you did all week in the gym and nutrition. Go have that burger. Get right back to your hard work again. Yeah. Burgers, pizza though. Pizza's probably my weakness. The problem with a diet, quote unquote diet, it's a short-term fix. That means that you're specifically gonna do this for a time, and it's no longevity in that. A nutritional plan, a structure, a lifestyle supports everything you love. When I put a plan together for someone, it's not to say, hey, you must eat tilapia. I don't like tilapia, we'll eat it anyways. That's not where it should be. Hey, I enjoy tuna. Well, perfect. I enjoy pizza. Awesome. But let's go home, let's get a wheat crust, let's get a low saturated fat cheese, let's go with some healthier toppings, So what I do, my theory is I'll take what you enjoy and I'll rewrap it before you give it back to you to fit what you like. And you'll stick with this forever, I guarantee you. I believe in only using things that work. People are like, hey, do you take creatine? Well, your body already makes creatine. Okay, so the question is do you not want to use something your body already supports? Use it. Does it make people have more water retention than the others? Yeah. With me, I don't get a lot of water retention taking creatine. It may possibly do. But everybody's body's different. So I believe in, it's not magic. It's not a magic pill. But if you're already doing the right things, those things will help you. So assistance, I believe in assistance all day long. Whey protein, it's awesome. If you're not wanting the calorie intake from the protein, maybe you might just want to do it a la carte with just the aminos only. So it all depends on where I am in my nutrition. If I'm looking to lower my calorie intake, I won't do the protein powder, I'll just do the aminos. I still get the same benefit from the same sources. I do a multivitamin, fish oil. I do love proteins that have more of an overall base, the fast, the egg, the whey, and the casein all mixed into one. So your release of your protein goes throughout your body throughout the day. I am a firm believer in that, but not necessarily bars me to only take those kind of proteins. So read. Don't believe the hypes. Don't fall into a brand name. You gotta take a brand name. You can't make your own supplements. I mean, it's brand name support everything, so you can't do away with that. What I mean is don't just do something because you heard it works. Do some research. Some things might work for you. I might preach carb cycling. I might say I do 3-1 carb cycle. I cut the carbs out of my diet for 3 days straight. I don't condone everybody doing that. Maybe your body, responds to carbs differently. So those are things you should figure out first. Trial and error. I've used my own body as a test tube. I've trial and error. It really what it comes down to. The things I've talked about today are things I firmly believe in. And man, I really love spreading the word. I'm not that, when you come here and ask me questions, I love it. I really want to do my part in helping every person understand what they're doing. If you have any questions for me at all, any advice, anything you need from me, find me on my BodySpace, Rodney Razor. And for more video content like this, keep coming back to Bodybuilding.com.